Welcome back, beautiful souls. If your quails have slowed down laying, or if you are just starting out and you want a boost to your egg production naturally, I have something special for you. This one weekly feed mix that I'm going to share with you in today's video has completely transformed my flock, which resulted in more eggs, better shells, healthier birds naturally. And in today's video, I will show you what this feed exactly is, why it works, exactly how I prepare it, and also I'm going to be sharing with you some bonus tips and strategies to maximize quail egg laying all year round. So before we dive into this simple routine that keeps my birds productive and laying and healthy, I would like to introduce myself to anyone out there that is new to the channel. Hello, I'm Nora, and we do daily videos talking about chicken keeping, quail keeping, raising bunnies, as well as taking care of indoor and outdoor gardens as well. So if you're interested in content such as this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon in order to be informed on all our new daily videos. So before we boost, let's understand why laying starts to drop in quails. So there's a couple of reasons why quails reduce their laying or just stop their laying altogether during periods of time. It can be due to low protein levels. Another reason is calcium deficiency. And also a third reason that I see quite often, and that happened multiple times during my early quail raising journey, is short daylight hours. Another reason is stress from overcrowding cold and dirty cages. And let's not forget the main reason, which is no access to fresh greens or any sort of supplements. And this is what I'm here to help you with, and this is what I want you to fix. So I made the mistake. I fed basic grains without any sort of supplements. Don't judge me, I was still new to the whole quail raising, and I was just trying to learn, and I should have done my proper research before I went ahead and got the quails. And my quails stopped laying completely for weeks. I think it was about anywhere between 5 to 6 weeks. Then I learned that quails are high performance layers. So they need a layer focused, nutrient rich diet in order to keep going. Because what I understood before I bought the quails, and I was also told by the shop owner, is that these quails are going to lay every single day without stopping. And they don't really need any sort of, like expenses. They're quite affordable to buy. They're quite affordable to maintain. And I was giving misinformation. So I learned it the hard way, and I'm here now after experiencing the solution, the results, just to report back. So let's talk about the weekly egg laying feed mix that I started to adopt. And here's my magic weekly mix that I feed every Sunday morning. It's budget friendly. It's easy to make, and it is full of the nutrients that they need. And I also gave this exact same mix as well, because I do a double batch. I give it to my chickens, and this helped them to continue laying anywhere between 2 to 3 eggs a day per chicken, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm talking about right now, we are literally in the middle of winter here in Australia. So I've got a couple of other friends that are located in the same region as me, and they've reported that their chickens have stopped laying, and reported back because the main reason they believe is that it's winter time. The chickens are in pause mode and they just want to take a break. But unfortunately, I'm not ready to accept that as a reason, so I give them this mix, and it has worked magically, amazingly. So I highly recommend you give it a try. Now let's get started. You need 1 cup of rolled oats. So I just get the regular grocery rolled oats. Grocery store rolled oats for them. So I give them 1 cup of rolled oats. I combine half a cup of black oil, sunflower seeds. This will give them the protein as well as the oils and fats that they need. I also add in 1 tablespoon of crushed eggshells. If I don't have eggshells on hand, I do oyster shells, but really, to be honest, I just crush and the quail eggshells and the chicken eggshells that I have, and just repurpose them that way. Also, I add in 1 tablespoon of dried mealworms. If I don't have mealworms, I just use fish flakes. And then I would also use half a teaspoon of garlic powder. No garlic powder, I just use turmeric. If there's no turmeric, I use a little bit of cayenne pepper or chili powder. This helps to boost the immunity, as well as it's like restart the laying process, if you know what I mean. And also I give them chopped greens, so whatever greens I have on hand, if it's parsley, if it's mint, if it's spinach, if it's chard, or if I don't have any greens, I just shred some carrot for them, just using that shredder or the food processor. And then I mix all the dry ingredients. Now, if we are using greens, if we're using anything fresh like carrots, we add them just before serving to keep it fresh. And I do a double batch, and on once a month I do a larger batch, and I store in a glass airtight container without any greens, without any carrot, because everything in there is dried, and I mix it through just before serving. I just go ahead and add the greens, the carrots in there, just to keep it all beautiful and fresh. So here's why this mix works, and of course you can get the recipe linked in the description box below, because I don't expect you to have to go through as I'm talking. Just remember this, it is quite a long recipe. So it works for multiple reasons. The protein inside this recipe fuels egg production. The calcium from the eggshells forms strong egg shells, and the vitamins and the omega oils improve the yolk quality, and the herbs protect the gut, and they improve resilience, and they spike egg laying rate as well. So why this mix works from a logical point of view, we've already talked about. Let's talk about from a nutritional science point of view, and let's look at what's happening inside your quail. So it takes about 24 to 27 hours to form an egg. The birds pull calcium, they pull protein and fat and minerals from their body on a daily basis. And this weekly mix that I give them, this helps to solve this issue. This replenishes the lost calcium that they pull from their body. It also supports hormone function with through the addition of healthy fats and proteins. And it also prevents issues like thin shells, egg binding, soft shells, and when you pair it with clean water, light, and space, all the major fundamental things that quails need to survive, it sets your quails up to lay consistently. And it takes around 2 to 4 days to notice a difference. For me, personal experience, it might take longer, shorter for you. Because then again, each quail is different and they should not be treated equally, but I'm just here to share my own personal experience. So also, when do I give them this feed and how often do I give them? So I give them this mix once a week in the morning. As I said, I do it on a Sunday because Sunday is usually my free day. Saturday, I'm on and off running errands and just doing the weekly grocery shopping. So Sunday morning, perfect time. Give them the mix, and as a treat style mash in a clean shallow dish, I just serve it that way. I don't mix it with any other daily pellets because this is a boost. It's not a replacement. And then I give fresh water alongside to really help with supporting digestion. And if your flock hasn't had sunflower seeds before, if you have not given it mealworms before at all, I would just start with smaller amounts and then monitor and observe how they react. Mine are completely fine with it. As a bonus weekly rotation, this is what I do to keep things exciting and keep them nutrient diverse as well. I rotate the feeds every week like this. For example, week 1, high protein and the greens, like today's mix, the recipe that I shared with you today. Week 2, I give them sprouted greens and kelp powder. Week 3, it's pumpkin seeds, parsley, and probiotics. And week 4 is cooked lentils, or I can give them cooked quinoa and crushed eggshells. What this rotation does is that it keeps my birds from laying well. It keeps them laying well. It helps them to be, not bored, because if you give them consistent, the same thing all over again, it keeps them, they get bored very, very easily. And it's also healthier through seasonal shifts that they undergo. So let's talk about some supported conditions for egg laying, because remember, feed is not everything. It's just part of the formula. You also need the right environment. So I would just do this. I would provide 14 to 16 hours of light daily, either through natural sources or with a soft bulb. I would keep the cage clean and dry to reduce the stress. I would maintain a warm temperature because the coldness would affect egg laying, and it would in major cases result in no eggs at all. Also, I would give privacy and nesting areas so they feel more safe. And I use hay-lined corners and add soft bedding weekly, and my quails feel secure and they reward me with perfectly speckled eggs as well. And since starting this routine, my flock of 6 quails lay 5 to 6 eggs daily, even during the winter time. So let's talk about answering 3 common questions that I usually get when I share this recipe. First question is, can I give this more than once a week? And my answer to that is yes, but in small amounts. Once a week is ideal to avoid fat buildup. And question number 2 is, can I feed this to chickens or to ducks as well? Absolutely. Then again, I do create a double batch and I give the chickens once a week as well, but I would adjust the portions. And number 3, can I skip mealworms? Because, it's just some people just don't want to handle dried worms, and also they just want their quails to have more of a vegetable based diet. And the answer to this is yes, absolutely. You can skip mealworms, but you need to add in something like sardines, soy flakes, cooked eggs for protein. That way. So the next time you want more eggs, don't just wait for luck. Don't blame it on the weather. Just feed smarter. Just one weekly bowl of this egg-laying super mix, and you'll see a difference in just days. Healthy birds will always reduce and it will result in healthy, beautiful, full eggs. Let me know in the comments section below, what do you feed your quails to boost production? And also grab my free quail feed rotation chart as a PDF linked in the description box below. Subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you do not miss out on next week's video, how to raise quails in small spaces and still get maximum eggs. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Take care and have an amazing, great day. All the best.